A reaction from Capitol Hill was swift with the Department of Justice's report criticizing President Joe Biden's memory, stating that he is not competent to stand trial. Both sides fired off comments following the president's remarks last night. Capitol Hill correspondent Erik Rosales joins us with more. Erik?
Well, good evening, Tracy. I read over the report last night, and what the DOJ is saying is really damning. As my colleague Owen Jensen mentioned, according to the report, President Biden could not remember when he was vice president or when his son Beau died. Republicans have long claimed that the DOJ is politically biased, and now it's the DOJ seems to be the one who says that President Biden is not competent to stand trial, much less serve as president for the next 4 years. Republicans say the evidence is clear.
If he's not competent to stand trial, why is he the commander-in-chief with the authority to send our sons and daughters into harm's way? Why does he have access to the nuclear codes?
Some Democrats agree. Congressman Dean Phillips is running against President Joe Biden for the Democratic nomination.
Based on what I read, he said there was evidence, but he recognized that by prosecuting it, they called him an elderly man with a fading memory and would be too sympathetic in front of a jury.
Most in his party were quick to come to the president's defense, disputing the DOJ's finding that President Biden deliberately kept classified material from investigators.
And there's simply no evidence here. I don't understand how he even is able to say that he willfully retained it. He has one example, literally, as far as I can tell, one example of demonstrating any knowledge that he had classified information.
Some Democrats claim special counsel Robert Hur is just trying to make a name for himself.
I agree with President Biden's reaction, which was absolutely outrageous, to question the president's experience in the death of his son.
It was a grandstand effort, and I hate it when prosecutors do that, but the bottom line is he reached the right conclusion, no criminal charges.
And with him calling the president of Egypt the president of Mexico, is that just a lapse?
It's just, you know, when you're there, did you watch the spectacle of all these press folks just shouting like it was like the Tower of Babel?
Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson weighed in, stating, if anything, this exposes a two-tiered system of justice by the DOJ, indicting one president with politically motivated charges while carrying water for another with similar allegations. Tracy?
Well, Erik, I understand senators will be voting tonight to try to advance the foreign aid package. What more can you tell us about that?
Yes, that vote is actually going to be taking place on the Senate floor later on this evening, as it's going to be able to provide money for Ukraine, Israel, and Taiwan, but nothing for the U.S. border as of yet. Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says that he intends to keep the Senate in session until the bill passes. A final passage is likely to happen on Tuesday of next week. Tracy?